Welcome back, adventurers. Gather around the campfire and I shall tell you a tale of the Fantasy Minecraft Fabric SMP. Yes, indeed. Hello! Hello, my dear fellows, how are you? Lovely to make your acquaintance this evening. Yes. Good morrow, welcome to the chat. Hello, welcome in. Welcome. Pull up a chair by the fire, let me pour you some ale, and recount a tale of fantasy and heroism, daring-do and glory, my friends. Wear wizard hat? I don't know. Maybe train conductor hat is all I can manage from my seated position here, but... I could take the Snorlax hat off of the Thor doll back there. Favorite necromancer? How many are there to choose from? Really? It's me and Sauron. That's basically it. Any hats will do. We'll see. Maybe later. In the meantime, welcome back to Fantasy Minecraft Fabric. We're going to be streaming a little bit today. Why no wizard hat if wizard shaped? To be wizard shaped, I think you do have to come to a point. I think that's often the way it goes. Sauron went sour long ago. Rings of Power Season 2 coming up though, eh? Anyway, let's get back onto the server and do some stuff, some fun. Let's have some fun here. Let's have some fun. This beat is sick. You look like a wizard? I'm not sure whether I should ever take that as a compliment. So I'm gonna put the Traveler's Compass away because at the end of the last stream I broke the server with it. MythicalSausage has supplied me with a cake stand. But yeah, maybe we should lock this away in like dangerous world-ending modded stuff down here, and it will stick to the Explorer's Compass for now. I just wanted to do something with a lodestone. I had so many lodestones on the last stream. We got like 12 lodestones, which is a whole load of them. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna tuck some of this stuff away. We're gonna work on a couple of things on today's stream, where possible. I'm gonna either try to continue building this house, or I need to figure out how magic works. One of the two. So I think a wizard needs a staff, right? So I wonder if I put staff in here, if REI is going to tell me. There we go. Staff of undead. Netherite terror stuff. Additional spells. Staff of Zatrak Ghoul. Okay, cool. Ominous bone staff fragments. Interesting. Battle staves we know about because I have the Pillar of the Monkey King. But we need an, there's Fire, Frost, Netherite, Arcane Staff. Smaragdant Frost Staff. That sounds like somebody who's played Elden Ring. Arcane Bolt is the primary spell from this one. And there's a Summoning Staff as well, but that's from mounts. So I assume that's something that we need to ignore for now. Staff of Suppression, Lightning Staff. Aqua Staff, Terra Staff. Yeah, okay, so there's elemental stuff going on here. There's water staves. I do think Staff of Undead feels very me. But I don't know what these do. 2 blackstone, 4 bones, and a block of coal. I reckon I can manage that with what I've got right now. 4 bones. 1 of these, yeah. Blackstone. I could be dabbling with the arcane right now. The block of coal. There we go. So 2 blackstone, 4 bones. Oh, new recipe book. New recipe unlocked. Maybe just for crafting this in the first place, huh? What does this do then? What I do with this? Mana cost 100. How can I see how much mana I have? Okay, there's a bar that shows up there. Alright, that's just my dread glare. How do I learn how to use this is my next question. Archon. Surely there's like a book. Grimoire, there we go. Okay. Oh, that's just a book and lapis? No problem, I can do that. I can do that easily. In here I have some lapis. And I'm fairly certain I had some books lying around in one of these. Yes, there we go. Okay. Living Things Lexicon. Grimoire. Alright. Let's take a quick look here. This magical book will guide you through your adventures as a sorcerer. Yes, this is absolutely what we needed. Excellent. Let's not resize the UI. Yeah, there we go. Huge. Perfect. Okay, better. Now we can see. How large is your monitor even? 4K, my friends. 4K. Alright, so my camera isn't interfering too much with this. Mana, first of all, the basics. You may already notice the counter at the bottom left of your screen. Nope. Nope. Have not seen that. That counter represents your mana and max mana. Mana flows through all living things and entities and can be used by players for different things. Generated at the base rate of 1 mana per second. So you can use scrolls. Okay, we found a few of those, I believe. Yeah, okay, right. So, back. Oh, we can bookmark this? Cool. Is there anything else on the next page? No, I guess not. Right. So mana... Okay, scrolls. Scrolls are specific items that provide you with a specific mana enhancement. You can only bind one scroll to yourself at a time, so I've probably already done that, I think. Capacity scroll can be obtained as a trade from the wizard villager or from spires. Dreadglare died, RIP. And increases the player's max mana to 200. Oh, we got accelerate, I think? Yeah. Scroll of removal will remove whatever's applied already. Okay, cool. Good to know. A channeler. A core item that allows you to channel mana into blocks, resulting in specific items. Channeling requires different amounts of mana per recipe. To see all channeling recipes, it's recommended to use REI. Okay, cool. So we can craft this. 3 iron, 1 lapis, and a stick. Nice and easy. Yeah, I have the iron already, so we'll just grab some lapis. Becoming a dark wizard. I'm just trying to learn as much as I can about the arcane. Think of this as me going to my books, you know? So the channeler is a piece of lapis, 3 iron, and a stick. Lo and behold, we have it. The channeler. Okay. So what does this do? Allows you to channel mana into blocks, resulting in specific items. So let's go and try using this on, like, a tree. There's some oak wood right here. Oh. Okay. It's instantaneous and seems to get us exactly the amount of planks that we'd normally get from a log. Can't use it on the stone here, though. What did that get us? Pixie leaves? Oh! What do these do? They are perhaps a crafting ingredient because I don't seem to be able to place them on anything. Not even on other leaf blocks. Or on trees, I guess. Yeah, no, okay. Interesting. What are these crafted into, then? Or maybe mana cost 30. Okay, cool. So, earth essence. Oh, we can make druid boots. Heck yeah. Oh, that's fun. Okay, nice. Right. So we can channel some stuff. And that turns it... Like, specific items will be turned into other items. So, like, you can use it to harvest a tree, but you can also use it to turn leaves into crafting ingredients. What about the grass? Okay, can't use that. Can't use it on, like, flowers. Pods all no. Okay, so there's probably some really specific stuff that we can do with this. Or maybe I don't have enough mana to transform everything yet. That's cool. Okay, so the channeler is effectively like a mining tool, more or less. The Mask of Power increases your mana regen. Okay, interesting. So, does not combine with the Accelerate scroll. And it's glisteel ingots. Interesting. How does one craft these? Not sure. Mana catalysts. Increase the max mana of all players within a radius. Cool. So if somebody like comes to this mansion, then they can be made more powerful. Like their mana can increase within a certain radius. And so you can upgrade it like almost like a beacon. So we need essence. We know how to get earth essence. We looked this up before. And so we have glisteel ingots, a block of lapis. Okay, so lapis is just really integral to this mod. Makes sense, right? Because it's the magic thing. Okay, the Snarky Witch, thank you for the 15 months as well. Another student of the magical arts. Yes. So we're looking for glisteel ingots. Okay, you can craft those using a block of glisteel. All right. And they're used for a vacuum cleaver. All manner of bizarre things. And a summoning pedestal, a soul crusher. Isn't that M. Bison's finishing move or something? So I guess maybe the book will tell me about how to obtain this. Yeah, here we go. Miscellaneous. Or not. Spells, world generation. Necromancy is a chapter I'm very interested in. But how do we... Let's go... How do I steal? How do I glisteel? Harvesters. Huh. Act as normal weapons with additional drop bonuses. Oh, interesting. So Vexes give you emeralds. That's neat. That's neat. Druid boots we have seen. Allow you to fertilize blocks around you. Can activate it by sneaking. It requires 30 mana, has a cooldown. Oh, so it's like bone meal. You can like sneak through the stuff and have bone meal. These we have already met. Inflict obstructed on players and spawn with spires, right? Yep, lightning in a bottle. Can be thrown a short distance, striking lightning where it lands, and you can charge creepers with it. How cool. Combustion charges, experience pouches. Oh, neat. So it's a block like that. I mean, it's an item that works like that block. Super experience pouch. Right. That could be worth crafting a little bit later. Weapons and gear. Okay, so this is earth, fire, water, etc. Is glisteel just like an ore that I have found? Oh, it is. I have some here. This is from Archon. But I just found these ingots. Maybe I looted them from a structure or something. I don't know how to get hold of more of this. It just says, like, uncraft it in a block. Oh, a gold block becomes 9. Okay, right. So I got to channel a gold block. Well, that's easily done, because I have plenty of gold and not much that I'm using it on at present. So, the power of my channeler. There we go. Nice. Okay, very cool. Very cool. We're learning. See, we're learning. Rolling a librarian for Unbreaking 3. You got protection for 6 emeralds. Oh, no! Yeah, it's always really rough having to choose. Okay, so now we have this. We can create an arcane, like, mana thing, right? Like this, mana catalyst. And we need the essence, right? Yes, of course. So that was... The essence was something that we could get from... Oh, either crafting... or it was something in the recipe from these, right? Like if you looked at this, you can craft it together with lapis to make earth essence. Okay, so anything that's like a natural resource seems to be craftable alongside lapis to make earth essence. Okay, so let's channel a couple more of these. Essential. So we'll get a couple more of these pixie leaves. Combine those, we get some earth essence, and now we can make ourselves a magical catalyst, which will allow us to imbue this mana that I am making with energy. So we got our essence around here and a block of lapis in the center. Right. Now you're talking. So this block here needs to be like in our sanctum of power, which I assume is going to be somewhere back here. So I'm going to put it here for now. I assume I can break this. But there we go. Look at the effects. Mana boost. So that's just like a constantly renewing effect, I guess. Which is pretty cool. And then we can improve that. We can improve the range by surrounding it with diamonds. I don't think I have many diamonds right now. Yeah, like I've used them all for crafting netherite stuff lately. So you can put that away for now. I want to know what the glisteel is used for as well. Like, what can I do with more of this? Yeah, the vacuum cleaver, summoning pedestal, soul crusher, a seeking amulet with the soulless eye. That mask, the mana catalyst. We can make blocks out of it, or we can make a frost sword as well. With 2 blocks of ice. That's fun. But yeah, the blocks look like just kind of modified diamond blocks. Huh. Okay, cool. Cool, good to know. Necromancy. We're skipping a chapter here, but I'm thinking weapons and gear, we know a little bit about these. A terrain mace. Will not damage mobs tamed to you. Allows you to fling up and damage living entities around you, but it's a slow weapon. Fist of Fury. That sounds a bit more like me. A Terranian axe. Gives you 20 seconds of resistance and sturdy upon using its ability. Cool. The Ender Blade. So yeah, it's clearly got like its own set of tools. Allows you to teleport up to 10 blocks in the direction that you're looking. You implode upon teleporting, damaging mobs around you. Huh. Allows you to teleport to a set location from anywhere upon use. You can set a location by shift right-clicking on a block. That sounds cool. But this Soulless Eye, I think, is one of the things that we need to put in the end portal, right? Like, if I take a look at our quests right now, like, if we're looking at going to the end... Oh, I found the Cursed Eye, so I can claim that. Is it not one of these? I guess not. I don't see it here. We got our Traveler's Boots, I think, didn't we? Oh, this Mark III Traveler's Boots. They're different. You got to upgrade them. I see. I see. Alright, well. Maybe that... This, the Soulless Eye. That is something we have to find, I assume, because it doesn't have a crafting recipe. So we can get some end gems, although those are probably either found or created by resources in the end, because, again, they don't have a crafting recipe. So maybe that's something we'll have to figure out later. But that Seeking Amulet sounds like it's fun. Like, that seems kind of cool to just be able to warp home from anywhere. Don't have the keyboard shortcut B for the backpack. B does something different for me. B does something different for me. If you got a B from here, nope. It's not assigned. It's not assigned. Anyway, back to the chapter I was interested in. Where is my information upon the subject of necromancy? Skelts? Right. Souls are killed from killing... special items obtained from killing mobs with a soul scythe. Important in summoning undead. Right, okay, so soul scythe. 3 netherite scrap. I believe I still have some netherite scrap. I have ancient debris. I can turn it into netherite scrap, and I still have 4 left, so that's actually perfect. Okay, we are learning, friends. We are learning. It seems like it does a decent amount of damage as well. 8 attack damage. 1.4 attack speed is basically like... I mean, this is a pretty effective sword, but like... I think that's around the sword... like the diamond sword attack speed. So, let us get hold of... this. Aha! Ha ha ha! Oh yes! Friends, this has a decent amount of durability. It's not quite... The only other problem is it's a common, so I get -2 luck and less durability. Alright, okay. So that's probably why the durability is around the diamond level. So do I have to have like a full netherite ingot to reforge this? Like, let's put it in an anvil and find out, right? Put it in here. It requires netherite ingot. I hate that. Why? Why do you keep giving me common stuff for stuff that's like made of netherite? It's so annoying. By default, creature and players have 5% chance to drop their souls, while bosses always drop it. Right, okay. And you can craft soul cores from this, the main components to summon the undead. Ah, okay, interesting. So you surround a soul with bones. So we need to give this a try. We got to go and fight some stuff with this. Let's see if the lair underneath the house has any mobs in it right now that I can harvest the souls from. Let's also chuck some of this stuff in here if we can. I know I don't have a lot of space right now. Soul sand should surely be helpful in this. Let us venture down into the depths. There aren't really any creatures down here, but it's also not super deep down at the moment. I've also got my cloud in a bottle, so I'm double jumping occasionally. What the heck kind of Enderman lair is this? Hello? You, my friends, must perish. I've angered the Enderman, but I think it might have teleported away. Okay, no soul from that one. Look at this, though. Look at all the blocks they've been amassing. Ah, he's back. My first time killing an Enderman. It gave me a block of dirt. And no souls, as far as I can tell, at least. I feel like this thing needs an enchantment that can... Oh, aha. Yeah, it needs an enchantment that can allow it to gather a little bit more. More resistance, more melee damage. I could do with an increase in melee damage, maybe. Oh, I just got healing power. Didn't mean to get that, but oh well. I need another skill point to use here as well, so spell haste sounds good. Ah, another culprit returns to the scene of the crime. Still no souls. Is there seriously another Enderman around? Man, they pack spawned down here and they really messed stuff up, huh? Well, that one seemed to be in a block for some reason. Have they built themselves like an entire lair down here? Like, what's going on? Kind of creepy. Have I made my Dark Knight armor yet? I have two pieces of it. I have this chest plate and I have these leggings. The leggings I was very happy with because they rolled legendary, so hopefully I'll be able to use those for a while. Yeah, the Endermen were organizing. They were trying to undermine us, quite literally. So yeah, like, we'll try using this a little bit more and we'll try and get some souls out of it. Obviously, right now it has -2 luck, so that's probably not helping. I wonder if you can put looting on it or something. But either way, we'll need a full netherite ingot if we want to re-roll it, and I don't think I can deconstruct these lodestones. I can't get anything else out of those. Get the netherite ingots back out. What's a level 2 Enderman look like? I think the level is really just an indicator of their health and any other attributes they have. I don't think it's anything to do with the abilities they have or whatever. Okay, so the Soul Crusher is a special necromancy item that condenses the souls of those you kill into mana. So instead of dropping souls, so this is just a different weapon instead of the scythe, right? Staff of Undead is an item used for summoning skelts. Drop a soul core of the corresponding soul you wish to summon and use the staff to transform them. Right, so we have to get enough souls that we can summon one of these. They don't have any special properties and they walk slowly. Omega Skelt. Interesting, okay. So we got to make some of these soul cores. You can give them armor by shift right-clicking them. Slow, tanky, stronger attacks. Cool. So once we have some soul cores, we can, like, zap them with this, basically, and it creates a cool-looking skeleton. I'm on board. I'm definitely on board. Alright, so that is one branch of necromancy we now know about. And that's where the spires come from. We can't, unfortunately, interact with the wizard villager. And aside from the necromancy aspect, the spells here, I don't know if they really have much appeal. I mean, it's cool to have, like, fireballs and water magic and whatnot, but I'm still not certain what I want to do with this. To use a wand, you must know at least one spell, and so there are earth spells. Instantly destroys and drops. The targeted block only works for mineral blocks up to iron level. Okay, that makes sense. Terrain toss. That sounds like fun. Kind of want to try that. But yeah, okay, so this Archon system seems like it is perhaps a little removed from some of the other magic systems that are in here. I'm still not certain how they, like, level up based on this, like, skill tree stuff. But we will see. Let's look at some of the other magic stuff that we can do here, because I'm sure there are a few other things. We'll put this in here with our tools, but we'll keep them separate so that we know this is the stuff from Archon, and that's the book that's going to teach us all about them, right? I want to use these lodestones in the house somewhere as well. Like, I want to have these, like, in some kind of decorative position somewhere around here. Because I have so many of them from raiding that one bastion. So maybe we'll consider that as we continue to build here. Goes quite well with the tough, actually. Alright. Really got to fix my bow up as well, but I can craft a few more of those and see if I get anything different. Decorative lodestones would be such a flex normally. I mean, I still think they count as a flex pretty well. We'll put the ender pearl in here. There we go. Starting to make sense of my my inventory a little bit, and I can put this diamond axe away in whatever chest I'm using for tools now. I need to really enchant these, even though I'm not super happy with them just being rare level. Like, I need to enchant them just so that the pick block key doesn't, like, skip over them. Do I have any XP left in this? Oh, I do, okay. 30, there we go. So let's get some enchants on this. Oh, Silk Touch on the axe, yes please. And then Efficiency 4 on shovel, perfect. Cool, okay, no unbreaking, but never mind. I imagine there's some other stuff that we can do with enchanting later. There's a disenchanter, interesting. Enchanting table. Can we, like, craft something else about that? Enchanted Midas gold block, huh, fun. Yeah, I think Fwip has, like, an extra enchanting table from something else that I maybe need to check out, just so I can see what else is out here. Like, inside of here he had this, a spell binding table, which is a different thing. But that's a regular enchanting table, so... Oh, that's the tail of a dragon. I was like, what's going on with his fire? Never mind. Don't worry about it. Little pile of wither skulls is pretty funny. Do I have villagers? No, because I cannot trade with them. My origin prevents villagers from taking any sort of liking to me. Because I'm a revenant, they are scared of me. That table is the one you use to make spell books. Okay, cool. So you can enchant books with it, huh? Or make like spell tomes, I suppose. Different thing, right? Some crazy height on those jumps. Yeah, that's the cloud in a bottle, which I have somewhere around here. Yeah, there you go. Allows me to double jump. I have jump boost thanks to my rabbit slippers, and then I have cloud in a bottle allowing me to double jump, and the rabbit slippers also mean I take no fall damage, which is amazing. I turn the music up just a little bit. It's not playing right now, but I would like to hear it a bit more. Right, the Explorer's Compass can guide us towards more of the spires if we want to do more Archon stuff, but the thing I'm curious about is, like, what mod does this skill system really relate to? I presume it's still tied in with some of the other stuff we can do here, but I'm kind of curious what else we can access with this. I'm also really close, like I'm only a couple of experience away from hitting another level of necromancy. But yeah, I kind of want to see what else is out here, what else is possible. There's also so many hats. Yeah, there's lots of stuff in here. There's bewitchment. Don't know if I'm feeling especially witchy. Also need to probably dye my sleeping bag, since I have so much lapis lying around. Let's make it a bit more on brand, yeah? Right, maybe we should go looking for a little bit more lapis. Go mining. I still need to get hold of unbreaking books, but I have a fortune book. I'm pretty sure that's in here right now. Yeah, fortune 3. I also have feather falling 4, which would make sense if I didn't have bunny slippers. And the bunny slippers don't seem to have any durability, so those are going to be pretty ideal, really. Soul speed we might consider another time. Power 4 is going to be good if I make another bow. Let's at least make another bow. I need to re-roll some bows. Now that I have plenty of... I thought I had plenty of string. I have one set of string. Should be enough to make a bow. Although re-rolling bows is surely... Alright, I have an epic bow anyway. Never mind. I was going to say, re-rolling bows is surely a little easier because it doesn't require, like, netherite or whatever. I guess power 3. Dipping poison 1. But I need more lapis to properly enchant that. Ginger, thanks so much for converting to a tier 1. Appreciate that very much. I think, even though I don't have Unbreaking on this yet, I should probably put Fortune on this because it's really going to help when I track down some more precious resources. Some more diamonds. And frankly, it'll help with mining basically anything, but we do need to get hold of diamonds. We do need to get hold of lapis. Let's rock on down here and see what's going on. There are little bits of ore basically everywhere. Manganese and whatnot. Oh, there's a creeper. Have at you. Should have brought my soul scythe down here. I got it. Now you're talking. I can also do this, like, blink skill. What the heck are you? Hello? Sir? Giant Gekatoa! You're a mountain. Literally named after a mountain. Can I ride you? I mean, I can, but you're in the ceiling right now, which is not helpful. Come down, Gekatoa. Alright, bye. I don't know what I can, like, what I can feed it. You like bread? Seems pretty chill. Did that spawn in the water? I don't think so. Seems to be some sort of, like, cave-dwelling lizard type of guy. Interesting. Can I get on you? I still can. Do you like me? Nope. Evidently not. I need to get this guy to the surface. I want to see how good he is at running around. Necromancer, more like Gekromancer, am I right? I think it needs a 4x4 space to go up. Well, we'll find it a 4x4 space. Will you be my friend? Evidently not. Oh! There we go! Ah ha ha ha! And I cannot move him unless he has a saddle on. Ho 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 ho! Okay, now we're talking. Up we go, my friend. Yes. I don't know if he's shielded from full damage if he's being ridden by me with these ridiculous boots, but we need a way to get him up to the surface. Oh. Did he just take damage, or was that me? I can't tell. I can't really tell if I was suffocating or what. Okay, friendo, we're gonna get you out of here, I think. We're not too far below the surface, and if we give you like a 2x2 staircase to crawl up, I imagine that'll be okay. Not sure what the elevation is in our little area. Pearl has the same mount? Awesome. Should probably be using Silk Touch for this just because I don't want to waste the durability on my Fortune Pickaxe, and this one at least has Unbreaking. Alright, we're digging through to the surface now. I've at least found dirt. It's nighttime, but we'll figure that part out. Oh, and we're basically right next to where I have all of my other mounts, so that'll be okay. See if we can jump him out of here. Where have you gone? Get away from my new friend. Here we go. The Necromancer shall rise. How the heck do I get out of here? Where's the exit? Okay, okay, let's get you off here. Oh. Oh wow, no, you are a chunky one. Big lad. Can I get you up here? Okay, so we can do 3 wide. 3 wide is fine. Alright, let's try now. Can we not, please? I'm trying to drive my gecko out of here. Get him, gecko. Really got to be meticulous about getting the height clearance here, huh? This thing's got a really chunky hitbox. We're almost out. A ghost! Oh, I guess it's this, right? Ho 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 ho! We're out! Yes! Ah! The skeleton. Get away from my gecko. Oh no! We struck him with lightning. There we go, get wrecked. Alright, time to sleep. Hopefully get rid of the weather. Nope, the weather is still happening. Oh, this is a problem. Is there any kind of weather control stuff? Oh, it'd be this, wouldn't it? Yeah. What the heck? Hello? Can we not, please? Yeah, I need a different weapon. Skeleton trophy. People are just leaving these outside of my house. It's so funny. Yeah, there's some kind of mob over here. Oh, it'd be that then, huh? What is this that they just dropped? Something heavy. Nice. Well, good excuse to build a roof over my head. Maybe I'll switch to a frost claymore for now. Oh, that's also lightning bound, huh? Alright. I shall be the frost necromancer from this point forth. We do need to name tag that guy, though. Gosh, the weather's so loud. There we go. I do at least have an opportunity to get a point in necromancy, and we're going to add the wraith when we can, but maybe that needs more points? I can't quite tell. Or maybe these two are incompatible, and that's what the red line means? I guess we'll have the greater dread glare instead, then. Got this trash bow, although I could combine these, but I don't really want to risk losing the rarity somewhere. We still don't have any more lapis, which is the whole reason I went mining. But I guess if I'm mining in the depths of the earth, we can... There we go. We can at least avoid too much more of this foul weather. I do also need to fix the hole in the ground over here. We'll replace all of the peat dirt and stuff there a bit later. Although, we might as well do it now. We've got enough. Just got to be a little bit more aware of mobs sneaking up on me while the weather is so terrible. Like zombie villages, for example. Worth more to me than regular villagers are. I think this frost claymore is doing pretty well for us, though. Honestly, with the way you attack in Minecraft, it kind of makes sense that slower attacking weapons are not such a disadvantage. Got plenty of stone that we silk touched as well. I'll put this in here for now. Oh, the weather has cleared up. Thank you to the Fantasy Minecraft gods for fixing that for us. Let's remove some stuff from here as well, now that the weather has cleared up and I have a bit more time to think. Because I want to make sure that I go down there without all of this junk in my backpack. I was storing copper somewhere else, wasn't I? So we'll do that in a second. Is it up here? One of these? This one. Where should I put Totem of Undying? Maybe in here. We'll store the spectral arrows there as well. A little bit of soul sand, a bit of wood. And then all the mycelium is going to be good for around here. We've got another bundle as well. Still don't know what these are. And then... The gods themselves speak in the chat. If you're undead and you can't trade with villagers, then why do the other undead attack? Pillagers are okay with me. That's the trade-off with the origin. I don't know why they chose pillagers and not the undead, but it's, you know, the undead are mindless. They'll attack anything. I suppose that's the way it goes. Wait a second, was this? No, okay, that was the one from the Bastion, I remember. I was trying to think if that was the thing from Archon that we needed, but no, apparently not. Let's unbundle all of this and see what all we got here. Because there's some of this that's like vanilla resources that I understand. So ghast tears. There's some more string. Okay, we'll put those in there. Put the glass bottles up there with potion stuff, and then we've got some golden apples, some quartz. This was all my stuff from the Nether, wasn't it? So, yeah, we'll put, like, crimson fungus and stuff here and there and around. Need my sleeping bag, excuse you. Fire charges we can put in there as well. Nether bricks we'll just put down here with the nether stuff. Same with the iron bars, I guess. And then we got an anvil, which I'm going to add to my collection. It's powerful sounding. And then gilded blackstone can go in here. We also got some blackstone brick walls, which I'll tuck down there with the rest of the building blocks. And then the saddle I'm going to keep on me. The bucket of lava I'm going to keep on me. It's useful to have buckets for water and lava and stuff. Netherite diamond ring. Reabsorption. Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, and this short bow was something I really wanted to mess around with. Like, if you can upgrade bows... You can make a webbed bow. Gets you out of any sticky situation. Fun. Okay, yeah, those are from Minecraft Dungeons. Phantom bow, hunting bow. Haunted bow? That sounds more like me. Bubble bow, heat ranger. Interesting. So we need a diamond, 2 iron, soul sand, and soul soil. Plus 3 more string. I have soul sand. But I don't know if I have soul soil. Can you craft it in any way? I guess not. You just find it in the nether, right? We also don't have any diamonds unless I've got one in a bundle somewhere, which I don't think I do. Leave some snacks in here. Oh yeah, this invisibility cape is something I wanted to check out, but we'll do that another time. Beginning to question whether we can still get unbreaking from villages. I know, it's so rough. It's one of the reasons I'm actually quite happy with this origin, is because I picked something where I don't have to mess with villagers at all. So we now have uncommon and mythic paladin boots. We'll put these... Clean arsenal? I'm not sure what those are for, but we'll mess with those another time. There's Archers is a separate mod. Netherite crossbow. Fun, okay. Bit more range damage. I honestly kind of like the Minecraft Dungeons one. Yeah, there's a few others from this that I think work, but the haunted bow seems pretty fun. Just for, like, necromancer flavor, you know? So I'll put that in there for now. Still don't know what these, like, runic tablets and stuff do either, so I'm going to put those in with those. The sort of unknowable oddities section. More leads that can go there. So I'll put the soul sand away. But we needed soul soil, right? Composite longbow. Where was it? Hang on, I've lost it now. It's moved. There it is. Yeah, more string, 2 iron, soul, sand, and a diamond. Getting like paranoid about all this stuff flying around. Let's sort this. We've got magma blocks in there. Oh yeah, these outfits and stuff. Can put those away now. And then the diamond armor is just diamond armor, so that can easily go in there. Epic diamond chestplate versus uncommon dark knight chestplate. So kind of wish I had the opportunity to re-roll that. And we'll keep the saddle there as well. I'll put those 2 in there because I want to keep hold of them. I assume the goat pelts are just like mob drops, basically. And the silt balls we can just craft back into silt blocks. Magma blocks are very nethery. We'll put the bell in there as well. Okay, cool. So our goals are to find soul sand from the nether so that we can continue to gear up and improve this bow. We'll enchant the bow after that, provided we can get some lapis. And we need a diamond to upgrade the bow as well. Let's continue down here and do a little bit more caving, because the necromancer distracted us for a second. That's absolutely what we're name tagging that mob as well, once we get hold of a name tag. Alright, this is deep slate level. We'll drop on down here. See what's what in this place. Got some lichen, rhyolite. Oh, directly into a dungeon spawner. Nice. What have you got in here? Lots of name tags. Perfect. Just perfect for me. And some rope. Got an escape rope up in here. A tanzanite ring for our frost spells that we're not using anymore. A little bit of raw copper as well. And then this has some honeycomb in it as well. Interesting. Oh, and some more lapis. Perfect. Can actually use the lapis. Now this sort of looks like... This is like normal dungeon layout. But what's going on here with the cobweb and everything? Because this sort of feels like it should be part of a different structure. But then this is deep slate, so it's really just like carved out the airspace in here. This feels like in Terraria where you find the jungle chest rooms, to me. But I guess there is a big structure to our right, so maybe we should check this out, whatever it is. Ah. Okay, now you're talking. Those look like floor spikes. Let's not do that. Oh. So it was an explosive barrel as well. That's pretty fun. Oh my goodness, there's a spawner right there. Get off the bridge and into the spikes. Gold ingot pile? Oh, hello. That rules. I like this sword a lot, actually, now. Creeper by the explosive barrel? Sure, why not? Wonder what kind of music discs those creepers drop. Two dungeons generated inside of each other? Something like that. Whoa, okay. Missed the fact that there was a creeper there. Again, the problem with the mod pack changing a ton of like sounds and stuff is that I don't know what creepers sound like. So I don't know when to run. Okay, nothing in there. We've got some ladders down, though. I'm not sure if we'll end up getting any diamonds from this. But this strikes me that it might be a really interesting place to find some diamonds. Oh, I don't have, like, the zippy attack that I had. Ah, oh dear. Alright, give me a normal block to stand on, please. Okay, that works. Dungeon now loading, huh? I should be a little bit wary of these skeletons having flame arrows. Especially if they keep knocking me onto the floor down here. That's annoying. There we go. I'm back on the platform. That's all I really needed to do. Alright, now from here... Being shot with flame arrows while we're doing this is a little distracting. Healing arrows. Ah! I'm too jumpy for my own good sometimes. The jumpinest man in town. Oh, and there's a waypoint here for one thing. A scary basement eye. Okay, cool. What is this? Chaos spawner frame edge. Don't know if I want a chaos spawner. More zombies. Alright, alright. Getting the hang of this sword, though, which is good. You lurking in there for? Suspicious stew, of course. Piles of books. I'm all in favor of acquiring knowledge. Now then. Let's get rid of some of these. The slowest baby zombie you've ever seen. We'll sort out the skills in a second. I want to see if I can silk touch this. Oh, I can't, but... Deflect 3, nice. And we got a little soul star as well. More suspicious stew. More piles of barrels, which also have suspicious stew in them. Fair enough. What's this, like, bone walkway situation happening here? And a jukebox that's playing music. Anything in the pots? There might be. Doesn't look like it, though. Nah, just pots. There might be some in occasional pots, but Doesn't seem like the majority of them have stuff in. I like the use of brewing stands as decor as well. That's fun. Let's keep going. A chest. Did I say something about dungeon silk? What was that? Soul silk from dungeon now loading. An iron pickaxe, a diamond helmet. Guess we'll keep hold of that. Some apples. Yeah. A cursed iron pickaxe at that. What did that say? Oh, it's a zombie. It's a zombie spawner behind there. Cool place to put them, though, behind bars like this. I see what's happening here. There's a, Oh, you can destroy those into gunpowder. That's fun. That seems like there's a piston pushes the thing off. It's affected by gravity. It explodes. This feels like there's a dispenser shoots an arrow through the fire. Arrow gets lit. Fire explodes. Not sure what that one's supposed to do, but... Ooh. Iron axe. Spawner blade. Spawner frame. Oh, okay. Those are for rebuilding spawners, I guess. Huh. Interesting. Keep an eye on those, then. Because I do have a couple of spawner pieces, I believe. A common bow. And a regular golden apple, some rope. I assume the rope is something we can use instead of a ladder, right? It's for, like, climbing with. Let's not worry about the magma block. I can get plenty of those in the nether. Likewise, the decorated pots. Okay. Well, this is actually, conveniently enough, put me at the sort of height where we could go mining for diamonds pretty easily. And there is a lava lake just around here. Like on the other side of this. So I'm sort of wondering if instead of exploring this dungeon further, if I just break out into the cave, see what's going on in here. Yeah, I guess we'll just deal with the lava the old-fashioned way. Now I need to remember what diamonds look like in this mod pack. Oh, I hate when that happens. Hang on. Let's do that, and then... You know what, let's leave that there, that's fine. Deep slate runite. Is that diamond up here? Sapphire. You've added too many extra blue rocks. That's my piece of feedback for this mod pack. And obviously here we're on top of the dungeon. Silver ore. Some moonlight ore, which I think we need for various other things. Draining weakness zombie, eh? We'll see about that. Ooh, what do we get? A common Fortune 2 diamond pickaxe. Huh, okay. Let's continue searching. What's this? Deep slate diamond crystal. Huh. Conveniently located above lava. Alright, let's wait for the water to go away. The rookie mistake would be to break it here and then it falls off into lava, right? And I believe that is diamond ore there, right? Okay, cool. So what we're going to do is silk touch this. And that is clay. So I presume there's a lush cave above us. And we didn't see anything around there. Okay, great. And we're going to fortune this. One of them flew off this way. The others went down here. Okay, so that was 3. So I don't think we get any fortune out of that. However, if we go back to the surface, remember last time when we crashed the game using a compass? Because I think we didn't put anything in it for it to look for, so it just tried to look for everything in the game. I'm wondering if we can tell it to look for diamond ore. So if I have a block of diamond ore, I can put it in there, in the compass interface, and it can try and tell me where more of that is. That's my goal. Let's see if that works. Also, at some stage, I'll figure out what this is. Oh. Saved by the platform design there. I do like this dungeon layout. It feels kind of fun. Feels like something you get in Minecraft Dungeons, the spin-off game. So I think we came in somewhere over here, didn't we? We, like, broke in through the wall over here. Yeah. Okay, well, we know that that's there. Now, how do I get out of here? Alright, there's a torch I've left behind, so I assume I just head up. Yeah. Alright. Okay. Man, so much easier to navigate in these deeper caves when we have no fall damage and a double jump. Oh yeah, I guess we could have used the waystone back there and waypointed back to RPG Town. That makes sense. I do sort of want to get familiar with the cave systems, but you're right, that would have been a smarter move. Again, just not used to all the systems in modded. There's too much going on for my little old brain. My little old vanilla-focused brain. What am I doing up here, then? Going through here? Probably. Oh, not quite. That's definitely the way I came down, though, because I just keep dropping through a hole in the floor. I can use a water bucket to get up there. Explain what the SMP is. It's a Fantasy Minecraft SMP with the Fantasy Minecraft Fabric mod pack. And a bunch of us from Empires, Minecraft SOS, a couple of the Hermits are all playing on here for just a bit of fun, just a bit of casual on-stream fun. We're not really doing video content from it in quite the same way. Some people might be, but I think most people are just streaming it. No fall damage is an absolute lifesaver? I believe it. Okay, so now we're going to get out the Forbidden Compass again. Because this thing, if you open up the interface, it says search for blocks. I think I clicked that last time without putting a block in here. Okay, it still crashes the server. Good to know. Good to know. Maybe I need to configure it better. But other people have said they used it and it worked pretty well, so. Yes, part 2 of me breaking the server. It kind of feels like when you're in Stardew Valley and you get that like crystal tumbler thing that reproduces diamonds for you, and you try to put a prismatic shard in it and it breaks. What did I do? I really just tried to use this thing called the Explorer's Compass. Or Traveler's Compass, rather. So this thing, if I tell it to look for... There we go, settings. Wide search radius. Interesting. Block search radius. Entity search radius. Compass will search for items and blocks in the inventory based on the selected search mode. It scans the area every 2.5 seconds and will point to the nearest target. That's how it should work. But I put deep slate diamond ore in it. I didn't have anything in here before. I clicked search for blocks and it just, like, crashed the server. So we might save that for another time. Again, I don't want to just repeatedly crash the server. But we'll save one block and we'll fortune the other one. Nice, we got 3 diamonds out of that. So at least I have some diamonds. And now we can turn this epic bow into a hunter's bow. We needed string for that, I believe. And we needed soul soil and soul sand. So we'll need to briefly go to the Nether and track down some soul soil. JP, thank you for the 9 months. Really appreciate the Twitch, baby. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for always providing great content. My kids and I enjoy so much of survival guide and tutorials. Well, your kids may be happy to know that survival guide is coming back real soon. I have been working on an episode all about terraforming, so it's taking a while to get that stuff done. But once it is done, it will be a really fun one, I think. We need to name tag the necromancer, wherever he's got to. There he is. Gotta find this man a home. I also want to know what it looks like when you put horse armor on them. And I do have some horse armor, so we should give that a go. You can craft horse armor, right? You can craft and dye horse armor. Yeah, leather horse armor. There's also chainmail horse armor. It can include a hat? That's incredible. Oh no, it is literally like wool, leather, 2 sets of leather pants, and a hat. That's unbelievable. Like, I'm pretty sure the vanilla crafting recipe is just leather, but that's immense. I'm pretty sure I have a leather hat somewhere too. Did I put it in here in one of these? We've got an angler's hat. Oh, I mean, I have diamond horse armor. We could just try that first, but I wanted to dye it black or red or something. I'm not sure if the barding works either, but... Hey, Lord Andy, thanks so much for the 4 months. Come back here, Necromancer. Oh, look at you! Look at you, big man. Incredible. What about the barding? Does the barding work? Oh, he looks epic. He's ready to go crush some heads. He genuinely doesn't move all that fast. There's no sprint or anything. He jumps pretty high, but he does take full damage. It's a little bit silly. He is the Necromancer. He romances the Gek. Yeah, it is kind of hard to see where you're going when his head is so big, but that's what third-person view is for. I usually switch to third-person whenever I'm, like, riding a horse anyway. We'll throw these back in here for now. We'll put the diamonds away, obviously. And then I will go looking for... There's the leather hat. I knew I had one there somewhere. I will go looking for some soul soil, which I'd love to use that compass to find, but once again, it might break, so... To the Nether, my friends. No more courier bird? No, the courier bird is there too. It's just nice to have variety. I also should really craft myself some more, or brew myself, rather, some more fire resistance potions. Because I feel like there's a lot of lava around our spawn in the Nether, so we might want to be a little more careful about that. Especially since I got punched into the lava by a massive skeleton when I came around here one time, so... You get back. Apologies for anyone who doesn't like spiders. This mod has added a ton of them to the Nether. But I'll try my best to avoid them as I traverse here, and oh boy does the cloud in a bottle make this so much more fun to do. Oh yeah, I'm also not wearing... Oh! Yes. Okay, great. Yeah, I'm not wearing any gold armor this time around, so I feel like the piglins may be mad at me. More Enderman. I just want to explore some of the bits of the Nether I haven't had a chance to get to yet. Is this just more silt? Yeah, that's unfortunate. The addition of silt is fun, but it also means that the soul soil is kind of difficult to spot because they do look similar. Curious about this as well. What's going on in here? Oh, another crystal cutlass, of course. It's got some rope, some tomato seeds. Imagine putting crops in the Nether, though. Looting 2. Hello. Chainmail, Pillar of the Monkey King. Something strange. In your neighborhood. There's also a music disc there that looks like Pig Step, but it's actually Breath of the Wild music because they just decided to throw some of that stuff into this mod pack, apparently. Is that a warped forest? Also, the heck is... Some kind of weird smoky particle is coming at me and I don't like it. Part of me does miss when there were just, like, 4 biomes in the Nether. So that's all soul sand, but not soul soil in their little nether wart garden. This is more silt, I think. Yeah. Ooh. You're not seeing anything that looks like a typical Soul Sand Valley. I guess I could bust out my Explorer's Compass. Because this is meant to be a Soul Sand Valley, but I'm not seeing any Soul Soil. I don't think it's, like, further down or anything. Stuff just keeps falling from the ceiling, and I'm fairly certain that's the nether spiders again. Yeah, super jumps definitely make traversal a lot more easy and fun when the nether is this hectic. Oh. Figured that was going to happen sooner or later. What the heck is this? Old swampland. Oh, there's a wildfire here. That's what that is. I'd really rather not, if you don't mind. Let me up here. Who would live in a house like this? Well, apparently nobody, because it's burnt down. It's a sign that has nothing written on it. Oh, a little bit of stuff, though. Block of iron. Netherite upgrade, another one. And a bit of scrap, too. Nice. Don't mind if I do. Little piglin house, I assume. Those are barrels as well, not chests. So I think that's the only netherite upgrade that house would give us, which is kind of a shame, but I can let somebody duplicate it if they want to. Man, the wildfires are apparently everywhere. Man, if they were going to change the Soul Sand Valley blocks out for something different, the least they could do is give us another place to get soul soil relatively easily. How else am I supposed to craft my cool-looking Minecraft dungeons, bow, I ask? That's what I want to know. Seriously, there's no way we can, like, craft soul soil. I wonder if you can do that thing where you make a campfire out of soul sand. And then you break it and it gives you soul soil. Does that still work, or is that the other way around? Because that's tedious, but it would at least get me some soul soil. Oh, the double jumps are so good, though. Yes, campfires do drop soul soil. Okay, we're doing that, then. It's kind of unfortunate that I just put Silk Touch on my axe, but we'll break them by another means. I just need to get hold of a decent amount of soul sand, then. So there was some of that back here in the Piglin Village's little garden, right? Because once again, the Soul Sand Valley seems to be mainly silt. It's not soul silt, though, is it? Come on, I got up here a second ago. Yeah, there's a Piglin village around here. Yeah, on the other side of this little crop of trees. You get away. And they had some soul sand down here. Right? Yeah, like in this little netherwart garden. So I can steal that from them. Alright. That should do. I think I've tried this chest in the middle here already. I think I've been to one of these before. Yeah, definitely opened that before. Hoop. Alright, portal's back this way then. The Nether is honestly a more terrifying place to be in, modded. I'm not 100% sure it's for the right reasons. See, I was thinking about finding the Soul Sand Valley with the Explorer's Compass, or a Nature's Compass, but it seemed like the biome I was in was a Soul Sand Valley, and they just replaced all of the soul sand and soul soil blocks with silt, because it was all just silt and netherrack. But now if we grab some sticks, some wood, we'll use these logs because I'm not using birch for very much. So we can make soul campfires like this. If I place those and break them by hand, we get soul soil. Fantastic. We only need one block of it anyway, so that's okay. I can make a warped fungus on a stick finally, so we can ride a strider around if I think that'll help. We can make branches and stuff as well. That's so funny. So the bow we were trying to make is a diamond, 3 string. I also need to put this pickaxe away. Three string, bow, diamond. It was like soul soil, soul sand. Was it sticks around it like that? No, what was it? This one. Oh, iron ingots, that was it. Need 2 iron. Not quite. Not quite. So I'll put my bow there. 2 iron. A diamond. And there we go. Yeah! Oh, and it changes the rarity because I guess it changes the item, right? So less critical chance, but more critical chance at the same time. I wonder what we have to do to... Oh, it's an iron ingot to reroll the rarity. Okay, not bad then. Okay, we need a bit more XP. But I imagine we can get that from somewhere. Like, we've done a bit of questing. I wonder if there's, like, some quests we can redeem. There's something in here. There you go. And some netherite scrap as well. How lovely. We'll add that to our collection here. Got a looting 2 book that I'm sure I'll want to put on a sword. Honestly, this frost claymore is pretty fun to use. It's got a decent amount of damage to it. But, yeah, for now I do want to enchant this. And I'll need some lapis for that, I guess. Did I bundle that? I did bundle it. Smart. Casey, thanks so much for the 41 months. Welcome back. No, not that. This. Power 4. Nice. I could really do with more unbreaking and mending in my life. Obviously, mending and this might be mutually exclusive unless they change that for the mod, but I'm fairly certain I had somewhere an infinity book. Maybe it's still in here. Void Strike Infinity, there we go. This is what I really want. Just to be able to, like, use a bow without having to really worry about it for a while. And this thing does have a ton of durability because it's upgraded with a diamond. So we're not going to have to worry about the durability of this for a long time. And now, bonus shot also has an extra projectile fired towards a secondary target, which is wild if it does that with multiple enemies around. Yeah, my origin means I can't trade with Whip's villagers, so I'm going to have to get somebody to hook me up. But honestly, like, let's take a look at this for a second here. This bow feels like it suits my aesthetic, doesn't it? It's got a good look to it. I need to do something about the helmet. The Starless Knight. If a player overkills a mob, leftover damage is dealt to a nearby mob. 0.7 attack speed, though. At least this has an attack speed of 1. It's like using colossal weapons in Elden Ring. Speaking of which, we are going to be streaming Elden Ring a bit later. We're going to be continuing our Antspur Rapier playthrough, which is going pretty well so far. I've done a little bit of off-camera leveling between streams, just so we can get straight into the quests and stuff once we're back on. A block of iron can go in there. We've got lots of little, like, blocks and stuff that we can stash away. Helmet looks like a kid wearing their dad's hat. Yeah, I think if I had the lower down eyes on my Minecraft skin, it would look a little bit more normal, but obviously at this stage it does not. Apparently you've got to plant these on nether ground, which none of this counts as. Even gravel doesn't technically count, which is funny to me. But this, it's kind of fun. Ginger, what the heck? What have you done? Is that like a new channel points thing? Message effects, there you go. Right, right, that makes sense. It's the cosmic abyss. Got some more gold in here. We need to unpack some of this dungeon loot stuff. And yeah, we shouldn't need to keep hold of arrows anymore now that we've got infinity, so I can pop some of those in here. Just bring one with me. Assuming that bonus shot isn't going to deplete my arrows when I have infinity. If it does, we'll have to figure that stuff out separately. What did I do with the other spawner fragments? We'll put those up in here because that seems to be something we can combine together if we want to. Alright, we'll put those away. We'll stash the golden apples, of which we have plenty now. I guess I'll tuck the warped fungus in there as well, but that's really why I had the fishing rod. I do want to try fishing, though. Like, maybe when we have more levels and we can try and get an enchanted fishing rod. See what comes up in the table for it now. Unbreaking 3. Okay, so at least we'd have a decent amount of chances to fish up something interesting. I can only imagine how bad it would be trying to fish for mending on this server. Okie doke. So now we've taken care of some of that stuff. Should we resume our magical studies now that I have my haunted bow? Because I wanted to look at staves, right? And we found that Staff of the Undead, and I thought that sounds like my kind of cup of tea. But I wonder if wizards, with this arcane staff that it has, is going to be the way to go. What do we need for this? Amethyst shards and ender pearl. I think we have all of this stuff. I don't know if I have amethyst yet. I don't think I've come across amethyst. So maybe we need to go caving to look for an amethyst geode. There are several other geodes that are out there, but I guess if we specifically want this arcane stuff, it won't accept anything else for amethyst. Interesting. Let's put this away for now. Can the explorer's compass take me to a geode? Maybe not. Even though those technically count as structures. Well, the nature's compass won't do that, right? Because that's more biomes. I suppose it depends what the Amethyst Canyon. Now. That we can go looking for. Yeah, geodes are not technically structures, they're more like features, in the same way that a tree is a feature and not a structure, but Modded has put some funky biomes in there. Also, whoever's working on this house, love it. Really like the shape, really like the walls. Good use of stripped logs. And this is the green wood type that you get from the Nether, which is choice. Chef's kiss. Great work. So if it's this way, I'm wondering if we have any waypoints that I could like warp out to that are in this direction. I don't know if I do. But we can take a little trip out here. We can enjoy the ride. I do really like the look of this structure. A fun build. Is this the one Eloise has been taking down for Prismarine? Pretty sure it is, right? Sinking Temple. Oh, fun. There's an Archon thing in there. A Spell Tome of Gust. Anything else in here that I can grab? I like the fact the cartography table has a sextant on it. Just gotta be wary in case the villagers here have made an iron golem, because I don't want to get my butt handed to me today. Ooh, another glacial gladius. And a freaking whoopee cushion, dude. Equipable in any trinket slot. We're doing it. Okay, now. Now every time I double jump it, activates the whoopee cushion. Oh no. Oh no, chat. Chat, I can't stop. You stole fizzy lifting drinks. And it changes the pitch. Oh no. Oh, guys. Surely we can't. We can't debase ourselves like this forever. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Is this a witch hut? Also, I love the fact that it comes up as just fart in the subtitles. It's not even subtle about it. Yeah, just a standard witch hut, but in a an autumnal maple forest of all places. It was doing a chromatic scale there for a second. I was drinking something, I'm sorry. Apologies to anyone in chat who's left their mouth open. I mean, I can't not use this. It's such a good ability. But the whoopee cushion has just... Yeah, it's kind of... changed the atmosphere of this somewhat. Doesn't feel quite as majestic. Leaping from tree to tree. Propelled by the grace of the wind. Aspen. Ew. I like the leaves, but they managed to make a birch log that's less usable than a birch log, I feel like. Don't mind the strip log, though. Again, like, this kind of tree bark, the high contrast stuff, can never really feel like I can build with it. I mean, the same is true of the wood type that they put in better Nether, the green one. But I mean, the strip log is great. So that's how you can double jump so high. Extra propulsion, that's what it is. Should never have eaten those balloons. It's all the beans on toast, it is. Oh, is there beans on toast in this? There are beans, but they are cocoa beans. They're just standard Minecraft stuff. Cocoa beans on toast is more like Nutella. What's up, Frago? I think we're all doing well. Despite, you know, this. Yes, too bad you can't teach in the water and make bubbles. It's not even me, it's the whoopee cushion. A curious animal, a strange creature. Sure, blame something else. Right, it's the whoopee cushion. I mean, a whoopee cushion's one function is to make a fart noise. So, I mean, what is the whoopee cushion even doing there if it's not making that noise? The heck is this structure? Is their own, like, abandoned nether portal. I'm going to make my own entrance. See what's up here. Onion crate. Help myself to that as well. I've added my own... oh, the nether is creeping through to the overworld. What is this? That's curious. Yeah, I've added my own trumpet to the goat horn. Found out yesterday you can turn off Elden Ring's auto-rotating camera. Yeah, you can do that. I occasionally like it for adding some cinematic flair to whenever I'm just kind of standing around in that game, but it is, I recognize, potentially a little nauseating for people who struggle with that kind of thing. Lunatrix, thank you so much for the 19 months. Really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, there's like a whole thing up here. There's like a platform. Let's check this out. Let's see what's going on here. Let me fart my way up to this. Is this seriously just a ruined nether portal that's gotten away from itself? It really is, wow. They've done a lot with this. Massive structure. Regular golden apple, golden hoe, the legendary golden hoe, the silk touch golden hoe. What can you even get with silk touch on a hoe? I don't think you actually need silk touch for anything a hoe can break. There's like a whole bastion structure here too. This is like a piglin outpost. Oh, with a flaming falchion. And some more coin pouches, a wither helmet. I feel like I need to maybe put the wither helmet on every now and again. Is the whoopee cushion literally on my head? It genuinely is. And also my eyes aren't in the right place for the wither skeleton helmet, so that looks kind of hilarious. I haven't even put the whoopee cushion in my head slot. It's on like the Totem of Undying bit. Hey, the Ricky Roy, thanks so much for the raid. Welcome in. Oh, a raccoon. Oh. Well, that's a heck of a noise, let me tell you. I'm going to briefly check out this dark tower, if only because it's going to potentially have some loot in it. So I'm pretty sure Terraria has a fart in a bottle as an item, as well as the cloud in the bottle. So if anything, we're just staying true to the Terraria stuff. Impaling, golden apple, diamond axe, diamond sword. Cool. I'll take the diamond gear like usual. I'm going to leave the book there because I don't really care for impaling. And I'm going to bring the snacks with me. And then we're going to continue our journey towards the Amethyst Canyon that we're looking to find. We literally had burp and fart in the same set of subtitles just then, so welcome to modded Minecraft, I guess. What is this? Is that a frog light? Oh, a sea lantern. Nice. And honey bottle, bucket, lapis. I might actually take the lapis, because I'm kind of low on lapis. What's this adorable little dwelling? This feels like something Sausage would build. Razor armor trim. And a mythic stone pickaxe. And a mythic gold. Oh, a brush from archaeology as well. Oh. Maybe this is like an archaeology, like... on-site house thing. There's like a little bunk bed set up. Yeah. Any books in the chisel bookshelf? No, I guess not. Looks like somebody else might have been there as well, because the fence gate on the back balcony was open. It all sounds so classy on here. It does, doesn't it? The raccoons are making an appalling noise. So if you're just joining us, we are headed out towards an amethyst canyon where I'm looking to get some amethyst shards so I can craft myself a magic wand. I'm sure there is an amethyst geode closer, but I don't have any means of finding one of those easily besides just exploring, which we could do, but I'm also enjoying exploring the world a little bit. So we shall traverse this mountain, go through the clouds, farting my way to the summit. It's the altitude. Blame the altitude. And yet somehow there are sights even higher. And this is once again where I really wish I had like a paraglider or some such. Then again, I don't know if I'd have the stamina for it because I've spent all my spirit orbs on heart containers. The terrain gets higher, the tone gets lower. Occasionally I'm in tune with the music as well. I am really honestly enjoying traversal with a double jump. Like, I think this is really fun. I would honestly, having used a grappling hook in the potato snapshot this year, like the April Fool's snapshot, and this, I would honestly prefer this. If we had a more advanced way of getting around in Minecraft. I'm preferring this to a grappling hook right now. Minus the fart noise, obviously, but you know. Double jump is great along with slime boots. Do we have slime boots in this? We do. We need 4 slime balls to make them, obviously. It is just pressing space a second time, yeah. It's literally like a second jump in the air. A goat! Alright, we are... I'd say 2/3 of the way there. Give or take. I think I'm going to take the whoopee cushion off now. Double jump or elytra. We don't have elytra on here right now. Like, would I give up elytra for a double jump? Absolutely not. Has anyone been to the end yet? I don't think they have. I don't know what's been happening on the server this weekend. Well, not this weekend, because I guess it's Thursday now, but like... since last weekend. But, to get to the end in this mod pack, you need to find a bunch of different Eyes of Ender. And I know Fwip has found a decent amount of them, but I'm not sure he has all of them. And Sausage has surely found some. I found like 3. But a few of the others have been playing even when they're not streaming, which I have not. This week on Fantasy SMP, who knows exactly. One of the reasons why I don't think I could really make structured video content from this server is because I don't know what's going on. If I spent any more time on this server outside of streams, though, I just wouldn't be spending time on Survival Guide, which I have been, despite appearances. Oh, I like these trees. Is that cherry and something else? Or are there like 2 different cherry variants or something? Because I like there being a bit of variety going on here. What is this? Oh, that's magnolia. Okay, so there's different types of magnolia. Different leaves. Pink magnolia leaves. Right, okay. So there's blue magnolia, there's pink. That's a cool looking structure. We'll go up and see what that is, but then we're almost to our destination. It kind of looks like an oscillating fan on the top-down view on the minimap. But I think that's just the roof. There's emerald ore nearby, of course, because we're in a pretty tall Stony Peaks biome, actually. It's actually got some stone slabs in the generation. That's fun. What's that round there? Oh, it's another big lizard. And a creeper. Oh, interesting. One of these. There's like level 13 mobs around here, but that's fine by me because I am a friend to pillagers. Oh, and there's like some other stuff up here as well. Hang on. Hang on a second. If we can get up here, there is more loot for me. Oh, invisibility cape, void shots, multiplicative damage based on levels of enchantment. If that's void shot, is that a bow enchant? Sounds like it should be. We'll put the unstackables in the backpack. We'll go and face down this skeleton. Level 14 skeleton. And I think I just one-shot him, but I think he might have taken a bit of sun damage. I'll grab the torches and stuff, but the rest of that I can leave. I don't know if there'll be anything on the roof, but I guess we could go and see. No, this is all just so you can get up as high as possible. We're at Y320. This is as tall as it can possibly go. Okay, well, onwards to our destination, then. Check this out with the lightning rod on the roof. This is another one of those structures that I'm never sure has something in, but I will check. Oh, wait a second. This is the one that I think unleashes those, like, mana leeches. Yeah, there we go. More glisteel, more lapis, mana berries. Yeah, this is Archon stuff. We know this stuff. We've seen this stuff before. I don't think there was anything else up there, but this is just meant to be like a tower of power, I guess. Yes, witches ignore me as well. They technically count as illagers as far as the origin is concerned. I do enjoy the momentum you can get from the double jump if you're, like, moving the right way. Oh, look at this owl. Briefly, because it was quite high up and I was falling. It's a little logging camp down here. Alright, let's track down this Amethyst Canyon. I don't know if it's going to be on the surface or if it's something that I'm going to have to dig down for. What is this? Hey, cool village. Dwayne? Nice village here, Dwayne. Like what you've done with the place. Give or take the, you know, cages, but... Love a good redwoods biome. I can already hear the complaints about chopping down those trees. Well, trees like this are okay because you get a lot of wood from them. I think the main problem with stuff like magnolia and like cherry and a few of the the larger oak trees is that they're like 90% leaves and only 10% wood. So you do a lot of chopping down of like the leaves and everything, but you only end up with a handful of logs afterwards. Like, I'm fine chopping down big spruce trees, so... It's not the labor that's the problem, it's the relative lack of resources afterwards. Hello? Wild strawberries. Ah, oh god. What the heck is that? I'm getting the impression that this entire forest is going to burn down. I'm getting the impression that this Amethyst Canyon might end up being below the ground. Although... this is a nice biome for it to be in. Yeah. Caw, caw. Oh. We have smooth basalt. We have calcite. If we come all this way and there isn't just, like, abundant amethyst under the ground, I'm going to be so cross. What's this little totemic thing? It's got a shield in there. Effigy patch jungle. If Whip wants to do a vineyard, he could do strawberry wine. Well, if I can grab that on the way back, maybe I'll need to use some shears or something to get it. Unless I can grab it with, like, silk touch or something, but I will, I'll do my best to collect it for him. Let's put some of this other stuff away as well. So where was that little, little gully that I found a second ago? Because this is all kind of geodesic down here, but, like, where can I find a chance to dig for amethyst? This is the silk touch one. Okay, good. There's lush caves under here as well. That's the other concern. Is that the biome changes when you go underground. But I do see some purple resources around here. Oh, and there are some geodes, like, clearly nearby. So I guess I could just go underground and use the minimap a little bit if I really need to. Not sure what those blocks actually are. Let's waypoint over here. And go there. So, like, down here, basically. Oh, that's all azalea flowers, is what I'm seeing. Makes sense. All right. Amethyst Canyon produces no amethyst. Let's go and find a geode. Wait a second. Okay, I need to go and find out what this is, because this looks That looks cool. Whatever that is, we're going after that. Also, cloud in a bottle, amazing for getting out of one-wide holes. Wild strawberries. Can I... Did I grab any iron? I don't think I grabbed any... iron. Well, the strawberries survived that. Don't want to use banglum for it either. Can I make any other kinds of shears? Syncinacite shears. Well, thanks. Also a shear dagger. No, okay, we'll try and scrounge some iron from somewhere nearby. There are freaking peacocks here. If you couldn't tell from all the noise. Wah! Now then, friends. Let's see what's up down here. Oh, lapis ore. Let me grab that real fast. What? No way, dude. Well, taking a picture of that. Alright, I need to send this to Scott. Oh, yeah, okay. We found the gay biome. We did it. Yeah, the gay HQ. I was looking for Amethyst. It turns out none of this is actually Amethyst, but I don't care, because it's beautiful. And then it becomes a redstone thing. Oh god, and the spiders. I think I get a free pass to this because my partner is non-binary, so I'm technically in a queer relationship. so maybe that's how this is visible to me. I get a temporary pass to the gay biome. Fruity adjacent, there you go. It let me in. It let me see it on the minimap. I just wish some of the purple stuff was amethyst. That's all I ask. I'm bringing back some gay rocks for you, Scott. I think it just changes color. That's amazing. Best news. Oh, and there's even hanging prismarite. Prismarite? Yeah. There's a cake in the gay biome. Oh god, it's a mimic. Oh god. What? killed the chest. It gave me rooted boots. In before the cake is also a mimic. Got a free candle out of that. Some melons, some rotten flesh. Nothing in that one. Ton of rails. Nothing in the furnace. Nothing in the smithing table. Oh. Oh, what a beautiful... Wait. Wait. Yes! We've done it! We actually got some amethyst after all that. After all that, we came to an amethyst canyon. It wasn't something we could get amethyst crystals from. And then we found this. And everything was suddenly made better. And after all that, we found a geode literally just around the corner. The day is truly blessed, my friends. We did it. Prismos. I'm taking this home for Scott as well. Scott, I'm bringing you all the gay resources. I don't know if you can spread this with bone meal the way you can, like regular moss. I mean... It looks like you just bone meal the, Oh, no, you can. You can spread it from, like, nearby. It kind of works a little bit like, what would you call it? Like nylium. Interesting. So you could propagate this if I just bring you back a block or two, is... Kermit? Guys, Kermit the Frog is here. Kermit, I didn't know you were an inhabitant of the gay biome. Dude, are you mining too? That rules. Miss Piggy is a drag queen. I mean, I guess so, right? I guess you can count that. Oh, they're light sources as well. Is there a zombie playing Lose Yourself at the moment? Alright, I think my work here is done. I've achieved what I wanted to achieve. There's a freaking dragon. There's a dragon just here now. Hi. Oh god. Oh, it's attacking me. We found the guardian of the gay cave. Like, I would try to ride it home, but it's literally in a cave. How would I get it out? Did it squeak for an attack? No, that's me. I have, rabbit slippers on. Okay, I assume that was a creeper sneaking up on me that I didn't realize because it's, honestly kind of difficult to spot creepers when they don't hiss the same way. Alright, where's the block I dug down from? Where's the exit? I figured it would be around the waypoint that I placed here, but It's not, like, directly above it. So I'm like, where's the exit? There it is, right there. Chest was booby-trapped with TNT? Oh, that could have been it. We should probably also take the coordinates. But I think anyone can find it just by searching the Explorer's Compass, though, right? So I've made it. We're out. Now I just got to find a waypoint marker so I can go home. We do have large prismarite clusters as well as the regular ones. Wah! Alright, let's get up into the trees to avoid everything that's on the ground right now. Let me up here. Hello? I like how, just to further confuse you, they've put acacia wood and azalea leaves together. Because that's not confusing at all, guys. Also, these are acacia leaves too, somehow. Is that a hot air balloon? Makes a difference to the whoopee cushion that we had earlier. Peacocks sound cute, but they're massive jerks. Yeah, I've gathered. Power 1, interesting. Waxed copper, tropical fish. Let's get up in here. More tropical fish, more books. This is kind of cool. Blessing of regeneration. Ooh, fun. Yeah, actually take this. Cooked cod as well. We found the Codfather's hot air balloon. See, I know that temple probably isn't going to have one, but, like, most of the villages in these mod packs have a waystone. So I've got to find my way back to something resembling a village. This is an outpost. I just don't want to travel 5,000 blocks again. I left the emeralds? Don't worry, it's fine. Don't really need emeralds. I don't trade with villagers. Spent nearly 2 hours looking for a certain pine tree only to find one with 5 logs and birch leaves. I know. Chat was telling me to try and bring you back some strawberries so you could make strawberry wine, but I don't have anything that I can make shears with on me right now. But I know what the bushes look like now, so if I find more, I will let you know. What's this little covered wagon doing out here? It's like a fortune teller's cart. Oh, makes sense. What are those? Torchflower seeds. Oh, right. Yeah. All right, Scott. I'll I'll leave the gay rocks in the in a chest somewhere for you. Dude. Gonna plant a vineyard soon? Nice. Right, Scott is off on one of his many adventures. It's an illusioner. I like the little chuckle they do. A fox! Oh god, a zombie. Right in my face. Well, we're climbing the mountain again. If I see a village on the way through, I will divert myself in that direction, but... What I'm learning is that level 10 doesn't necessarily relate to how much HP that stuff has. The whole levels thing seems to be kind of arbitrary. Maybe it's about how much XP they give you, maybe it's just about how much damage they do, but... This is a lovely biome, I love this. Magnolia Woodland. Yeah, there's iron there, I know. I'm kind of past the point where the strawberry things were. And if they're common enough that I'll find them again quickly, then they're common enough that we'll find them anywhere anyway. Do these sky islands look like the kind of thing that would have a waypoint? Probably not, right? Level feature seems to be broken. It does scale HP slightly, but not a lot. Fought some level 40 dudes last week and they were weak. Yeah, I keep finding the ones with, like, they're level 1, but they have, like, 120 health or something, you know? There's a zombie that takes, like, 17 hits to kill, but doesn't really seem to do anything else, and it says it's level 2. I'm like, well, okay. I guess that's sort of broken, then. Oh, here's a village. Yeah, I bet this will have a waystone. Just want to be able to get home. The Peacock Village. Just want to get home and not be killed by an iron golem. Oh, God. Take me to RPG Town, please. There we go. I got to be careful about iron golems. Right, where does Scott live? Is this Scott's house? I think this is Scott's house, right? Let me take out the waypoint marker. Yeah, there we go. All right, let's leave him a chest of some kind. Or maybe a bundle. We could put them in a bundle. That'd be fun. The zombie horse's name tag just kind of shows up. These creepers are too wobbly. You know what I mean? I feel like that's excessive. Speed creepers, some are double move speed, and that one was double wobble speed. So the last thing we need is speed creepers. Alright, well I have this bundle, so... I will keep one of each of these. Oh, this is deep slate. That one's different. Hey, fun. Right, we'll leave this bundle for Scott. Now I need a, a bit gratuitous. Yeah, a little bit. He doesn't have any kind of, like, post box here, so I'm just going to put this up against the wall there. What is the Necromancer doing? Just admiring Pearlescent Moon's house. I guess there is another... I think Pearl had one of these gecko mounts, right? Alright. I think mission accomplished. We've not done any building whatsoever. This house still doesn't really look like a house. Maybe I should just mark out like a footprint of where I want it all to go. Because we'll put like another wall on the other side here, but then this can all just get closed off, right? I think, yeah, we'll have this step down. I'm still not sure if the ghosts are even hostile. Like, they do seem to just be kind of minding their own business whenever I encounter them, so... So I'm going to take this down. This counts as my building for today, okay, chat? If anybody asks, I've done some building today. So on the other side of here, that does come out, yeah, like around the side, just like that. Okay, good. It is nice to just be able to, like, leap to the other side of your building sometimes, you know? Now, these aren't necessarily going to be the back walls of the house, because I would like there to be like a hallway of some kind here, maybe, and then doors out from these rooms into another hallway. So maybe we'll do like a 3-wide hallway here. And this could lead out to like a couple of other wings of the house, perhaps. What about making the lizard sit? I don't know how. I know there's something you could do with the other mobs on like a stick or something, but I don't know how to do that with these. Oh, he eats sticks. Well, that's not very helpful. Oh, wait. Following, wandering, sitting. Ah. Also, you eat sticks. Little squatty guy. Nice. So yeah, I didn't really know that there was a like a prompt that would come up on screen when I did stuff like that, so I wasn't really certain how it worked. Are those eyes or nostrils? Yes. I don't know what I'm going to do with the outside of this part yet, but I do want to have like a large room at the back here. Again, maybe we'll make this corner like 3 wide, and then there can be little spaces off to the sides here. Use a little bit of like negative space. Antechambers. Little rooms like this. A conservatory, perhaps? Perhaps. Maybe on this side where there's like a bit more forest, you know? Whoever was designing these plants really took their cue from the cherry blossom ones, right? That's cool. Feels good to have a usable bow. See, this guy's level 1, and he's got so much more going on than the ones who are, like, level 40 or wherever. What did he just drop? A rare diamond shovel. Nice. Oh, I have skill points. I can't get that one because it's already locked by this, so I guess no Wraith Legion for me. I can't get this stuff. I basically have a super powerful Dread Glare. Shadow Aura. Interesting. So I'm working towards just powering up the Dread Glare stuff. And then on this side, I guess we'll put in some stamina. I still need to figure out some damaging spells at some stage, but in the meantime, I'll grab a bit of resistance and melee damage because that's going to be helpful to me at some stage. I'm still doing a fair bit of attacking myself. Yeah, I've seen the like weaving, drowning, various other adverbs mobs before. We'll put some like mossy stone and stuff away in here. I know I have some in here as well, but just about getting organized. I still have not gotten into the storage mod stuff. I'm still determined to learn about modded instead of just throwing it all in an automatic storage system by manually storing all of this, so help me. Anyway, what we were going to do with this amethyst, after all that, was make a staff with it, right? I think the arcane staff was the one we were looking into. It's 2 amethyst and ender pearl, which we've actually got now. A gold ingot and a stick. So the ender pearl, I believe I put in my mob drops. We can grab a gold ingot from here. I definitely have a stick, and now we can craft ourselves. There's an ender arrow. That's fun. Teleports the shooter upon impact. Teleporting the target would be really funny. And a rare arcane staff. So the spell critical chance cancels out, but I now have myself an arcane staff. Cool. Let's see what we can do with that another time. Has a decent amount of durability, at least. So we can, I assume, from this skill tree, level up some of the spell damage that I'm going to be doing from this. And then we'll see... The mod here is Wizards. So if I go at Wiz... Yeah, there'll be some stuff here I can learn from. Spellbook trinket slot. Right, okay. So yeah, if we go with Arcane from this... That's something we need to work towards. And then we can get, like, an armor set that boosts some of that, but that also takes us away from the Dark Knight armor set, so we'll see. Taking a fair bit of damage on this, though. I really need to get, like, Unbreaking on some of it. I haven't looked at the Spellbinder's table, no. There's so much, like, magic stuff that I haven't really messed around with yet. So I will get into that at a later date, I think. I looked into Archon today, and so there's a bit of necromancy I can do from that, but I'm just trying to get all spooky and wizardy wherever possible. Soul Magic has its own spellbook too? Yeah, I should really look into that stuff. For now, though, I think that's where we're going to wrap things up for today's stream. Thank you to whoever put the rainbow lights on in the background. That's very apropos. I am going to log out from the server for the moment, and we're going to be back in a few minutes' time, actually. I'm not going to raid anybody, because I'm just going to go make another cup of tea, and then I'm going to continue my latest Elden Ring playthrough with the bonus Elden Ring stream for today. We're going to be continuing with the Antspur Rapier and the Frozen Needle on my, like, ridiculous A to Z challenge on Weapon 7 of 408, so we'll see how that goes. So I'm not going to raid anybody, because I'll just be back in a few minutes' time anyway. So if you want to stick around for that, obviously, feel free. Elden Ring is a little bit more of like a mature rated game than Minecraft is, but fantasy fun and all that jazz. And if you want to move on to watch somebody else playing some Minecraft, then I'm sure there are many more people out there streaming Minecraft today. So send them my best, and I'll be back to you this weekend. Should be around on Sunday for another one of these streams. So see you then. If you're sticking around for Elden Ring, see you in a minute. Take care. Bye for now.